My name's Hilary Wilson, and having been a special needs coordinator at a mainstream primary school, when I started to work with the Education Action Zone and then the Excellence Cluster, and these things called learning mentors were mooted, I was really interested to see what they were all about. Because when you're a SENCO, a special needs coordinator, you find out a lot more about children and families than you thought possible. And it was obvious that if these children were going to make progress in the classroom, it was a lot more than having a good teacher that was going to do it. Now, why was there training for learning mentors? Why did they come about in the first place? Well, you may remember some years back, children weren't achieving. And so the government, in their wisdom, through initiatives at schools, especially primary schools, they threw in the literacy hour, and then following that with the maths hour, and then all sorts of learning support programs, and children for a little while did make some progress, and then they plateaued out. Why was this? Well, anybody who works in school knows exactly why. Because you can't teach a child who is at the bottom of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You can't learn if you're hungry. You can't learn if you're unhappy. You can't learn if everything is in place for you to learn. Sometimes when I listened to the learning mentors I trained and heard about the problems of the children that they were mentoring, you wondered how they got into school in the first place, because I knew of school staff who had similar problems and they weren't there in school. But these little souls, they come to school because they have to, perhaps because it's the only place they know, and they are supposed to make 2 levels of progress within their year. So learning mentors, wonder about these. What can these people do? Well, they can work in schools with training to put in place the things that will remove the barriers to learning. That was our watchword, remove barriers to learning. What were the barriers? Well, your kitten died that morning. You're not going to learn, are you? So there was a learning mentor to mop them up. You didn't even come to school. That's a massive barrier. So the learning mentor's going out to the home to find out why. And everything in between.
Okay, this is our version of our school of the role of a learning mentor, and we'll show you what we feel we put in and what the children will hopefully take out. So, first of all, we have children that may be angry in the door.
Children with low esteem in the door.
Children who are unloved.
Some children that are feeling worthless.
Children who are fearful.
Suffering bullying or are bullies.
Hopeless.
Children who'd suffered abuse.
Children with learning difficulties.
And most of all, turning them all into worries. So with a bit of magic from our wonderful training,
The learning mentor, they listen.
They encourage all the time.
we are genuine.
We create opportunities.
We are, we are always non-judgmental.
We are kind.
We're patient.
We will always adapt to any ability.
And we show compassion.
And we're honest. And then given time, we hope to create these opportunities for these children, and we hope that they enjoy what the work we put in. We hope it's a fun experience. They're self-aware. We hope they have a sense of achievement and pride. We hope they gain confidence and understanding, form friendships, feel love and have hope and aspirations.
So our motto would be, through the smoke, we give them hope.
My name's Emma Andrews and I'm a learning support assistant at a special needs school. I wanted to do the Learning Mentor course because I thought it would give me the skills I might need in order to become a good learning mentor and work one-to-one with the children who have a range of difficulties, like emotional, behavioural, various learning difficulties, and it's been a really good experience.
Hello, my name is Rebecca Perman. I'm the Deputy Head of Chalkhill Hall Junior School. We employed a learning mentor at our school because we have a small group of children that need support, and sometimes the teacher can't give that support for various reasons. So our learning mentor is there as emotional support for the child and also for the family, because the families sometimes need encouraging to come into school, and our learning mentor does that so well, and then we can support the whole family, including the child, and of course that has then a major impact on the child's achievements in our school.
Hi, I'm Tony and this is Marcus, and we're from the St Christopher School. Our talk is on communication. We both work in a special needs school and we feel communication is very vital in building positive relationships with children who find it hard to interact. We work with a range of pupils, some who might take some form of academic accreditation to some who struggle to communicate at the simplest of levels. We use several aids to help children communicate. One of these is PECS. I've put a PECS symbol, PECS board on each of your tables, and they're going to pass one over to you. So I only have 3. We use PECS in our autistic resource-based class, and PECS is really useful. We go out to the cafe once a week where they use their PECS boards to order their meal. They've learned to sit down and wait for the staff to come over, where they choose from a variety of things to then order to a staff member. They've learned so much from being able to wait, being able to order, and a lot of parents have said how useful it is to be able to take their child out now, knowing that they can sit and wait for their meal and behave in an appropriate way. We also use PECS in a lot of classrooms. We have them around the classroom, so if anyone needs to go to the toilet, they can ask for it using their PECS symbol. And we try to encourage, if they can, for them to speak while using their PECS symbol, or to just say please using Makaton. We also use Makaton to help communication, and Marcus is going to show you a few signs of Makaton.
I know the basics, guys. I'd like you to join in as well with me. You've got, start off with, good morning. Just thumbs up. Come across, and touch in. And you have to say it at the same time. So ready to count to 3? 1, 2, 3. Good morning. Another simple one is yes and no. The kids know, so you've got yes.
Yes.
And no.
No.
One that we do have to use quite a bit in ours is bad. Which is little finger up. Literally, it's just bad.
Bad.
And you can also get the very bad. Which is both fingers up, it's just
Very bad.
Okay. We've also got your please and thank yous. Remember, please is always down to your knees. That's how I remember it. So we start in our hand here. We go, please.
Please.
And thank you is nice and short. Starting at the same place. It's thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Laura Blackaby and I'm presently a teaching assistant at Blenheim Primary School, and having completed this course I'm very lucky to actually be starting to work in September as a part-time learning mentor. I've worked at the school for 9 years. I hadn't quite realised how much I don't know, and from doing the course I know now that I can actually put it into practice. And today I'm receiving my certificates for the Learning Mentor course, and that's why we're here at the hotel today. As you all know, we had to do various activities on the course, and I think it was the final week, Gillian very kindly set us a task to fill in a sentence which was learning mentoring is. And I think all the groups approached it from a different angle, and we approached it by writing a poem from a child's perspective. So this is our poem. It's very short and sweet. My learning mentor is always there for me.
Fun, positive, likes me for who I am.
Holds my hand through all those changes.
Cares for me, helps me see what's special in me.
Finds the right people to help me when I struggle.
calms me when I'm out of control,
Helps fix things at home for me.
turns my frown upside down. I fit in again. She must have a magic wand. Thank you.
My name's Amanda Hodgson. I work at Eastwood Primary School. I've been there for a year now, and obviously when I found out about the course I was really excited because I'd already worked as a learning mentor for about a year, so I didn't have any formal training. So obviously I embarked on the course. And for me, the course is, I had a very positive experience. I feel that, like I said before, that I could take back what I learned, the information, and actually use it practically. You know, it was really valuable working with other mentors on the course. Obviously, we could share ideas and share practices. And I just felt that it was really well thought out. I think it was obviously, there were 6 standards to it, and it was, you know, lots of really relevant information to the role.
Over the last 6 or 7 years, we have together created a new profession. You are professionals working in a profession that didn't exist before you all came into being. And how on earth schools manage without you, I do not know. So I share everything that Hilary thinks about it, and very proud to be associated with Learning Mentors.